I'm Dr. Keith Johnson, and I'm reading from my book, I Know Where I've Been, I'm Just Not Sure Where I'm Going. And I'm reading from the section, Good Medical Advice. I'm not that kind of doctor, so that's why it's almost good medical advice. Never allow a baby to be born on a bus. It's almost certain the driver will demand an extra fare. A Frenchman who keeps jumping in the river is often judged insane. If all other efforts to soothe your throat fail, put some water in your mouth and sit on a stove until it boils. If you are a cannibal, do not boil any missionaries that you catch, because there's a good chance they may be friars. If you're having trouble finding the right barber, do what I do. I've got this cream that makes my hair grow inside, and I just bite it off. Be true to your teeth, and they'll never be false to you. If you're going into surgery for any reason, pay top dollar. Discounts create dull knives. Hospitals do not admit patients that have double pneumonia because you can't pay twice. You could pay twice, they wish you'd pay twice, but you can't. If your doctor says that you have only 6 months to live, tell him you need more time to pay his bill, and you'll immediately be granted a 6-month extension. Most magicians that do a saw a woman in the half trick grew up with a bunch of half-sisters, although most of them didn't start that way. If your teeth chatter all night, they will be less noisy if you take them out of the glass. It's a good idea to lie down all the time in case you get tired unexpectedly. A man who thinks he's an olive will probably keep sticking his head in other people's martinis. A man who starts to unexpectedly do his own laundry has probably eaten too much chow mein. If you feel like you're working 25 hours a day, try getting up an hour earlier. A psychopath is a crazy sidewalk. It is normal for a person to get dizzy reading a circular too much. A man who has been arrested more than 10 times can be certain about his personal convictions. If you eat breakfast and lunch raw, you should at least dress for dinner. You should never be ashamed of a bald head. You're just too tall for your hair. You can tell the age of a horse by the teeth, but who wants to bite a horse? It's very healthy to take a hike, but unfortunately, you'll have to walk to get there, and when you get there, you have to continue to walk. It's important to have insurance, so that when you die, you have nothing to worry about. Never play golf with an undertaker. He always wins in the last hole. However, he will be the last to let you down. It's not the coffin that gets you often, it's the coffin they carry you off in. One time I went to a funeral, and as we were all leaving when it was over, suddenly the casket came out of the ground, and it started to follow me. And I got scared. So I ran, and the casket continued to follow me. So I ran into Walgreens, and I said to the pharmacist, "Have you got something to stop this coffin?" This is almost good medical advice by Dr. Keith Johnson.